Karen?
Yes.
So this was all your fault?
Yes.
There you get another.
Monday, map number 2. Where do you look?
Who knew that a fifth grader would be that, interested? And that's the important part here, right? Is who knows what's going to just really light the jets of that kid. And GIS is just, it's just this open book, right?
You just mark it, say,
Right. I didn't know if maybe this had it.
Yeah, I love this on a protect report because then
You're going to have many hats on as you're going through these things. And so we're not necessarily going to focus on completing every activity.
Did you guys like the store last night?
We didn't go. So we got back.
They were tonight.
And it also works.
And put labels over here and try to export it out again and see if the labels come. Now, if they don't, then what I'll do is I'll drop these out as annotations, save as a separate little note, sheet file with this and the labels.
I just finished with my first line.
Okay. You can't search and print this thing just by state or whatever.
Right, but you put in North America. And you can also choose a map and say that you want it to be a base map. Is that right?
Everywhere there's trash. So now it's different from interpolation because it's an event. But those are really things that you can do with kids that actually tells them what this kernel density, really simple things.
If you're sitting there like, oh, did I do it? Is something happening? You can look down here for the world, and then also what they've added in 10 and 10.1 is that this is what's the process that's going on.
I just want to say good morning, everybody. I am Lynn Malone from the Spatial News Network. And this morning we're going to bring you the Geo News for June 19, 2012. How about it? Okay, let's see. Amid growing violence in Syria, the UN Observer Mission has appealed to both the Syrian government and rebel forces.
If there's so much smoke, is there fire? Walanda. On Friday night, ABC was the most watched network of all, as they actually broadcast Walanda on this tightrope walking from the USA to Canada. He said,
some faults. We have a few. There's a joke. California, I love you still. Real still.
If you don't want
Joseph?
Yes.
After he put one in,
Height of the trees and how many satellites you're getting at any particular time.
Now, on the tree height, we're just estimating.
Estimating, yep.
Oh, yeah, of course. AAG. That's National Geographic, isn't it? We're neighbors, and we're close in distance, but no, we're actually two different organizations.
Tim exceeded in shot because he got to do what he wanted to do. Timmy grew up on a farm and he wanted to build a gate. His absolute passion was to build a gate that would make his family proud and there would be something that would be there for generations to come.
So I can add a spin on it. So if you're going from east, to west or from west to east, what are you traveling through? What are these different regions?
and then we're going to start with a feature service that has a couple of layers. And then we're going to let you do whatever you want. So what I want you to do right now is fire up ArcMap.
Including your administrators and forensic analysis staff. So this would be maybe instead of core messages.
I can't do analysis of Google Earth, and I can't do this with mapping. This is a tangible.
I want one. I don't want all this crap.
But we need to be flexible and be able to bend our knees and one to the other. And really
is used in their careers. So let's see who we can find around here. And excuse me, sir, can you please tell me how geospatial technology is used in your career?
Yes. Hi, I'm Eric Ketchumall, and I'm with Ambler's Travel Service.
Oh, I've just got a disaster of a story. I'm beside myself. First off, I had no idea that my teachers would interpret BYOL as bring your own lunch.
See your user interface. Yes, I'm going to need you to memorize that. There'll be a quiz on that later, so hopefully you're picking up on that. We're going to be doing scripted lessons all week, so if you want to go to the website on the board.
Just excuse me just a moment. What is this? Nobody scheduled this with me. I'm the IT administrator.
Dylan, beloved, will God here in the sign of Jack Benjamin in the GIS.
Jackalooya!
Belinda, I love GIS T3G.
Where's Charlie?
And John Q, I don't know why I need to use GIS public.
I thought I could get a drink somewhere along.
John Q, do you have the necessary consideration and skills for GIS events such as lab technology, number of participants, duration of workshop, timing of activities, content, and your timeline, instructional focus, logistics, and what you feel instructors need to change? Signify by saying I do.
Is this where I do? I object.
Oh, your shoes are tied. Hi, Jane. How are you?
Relatively flat, but you'll notice this one trench closer to me here at an angle. I've worked as an archaeologist also in the past, and there's been a series of fires that have come through the area, and there's a whole history involved with that. They've lost a number of structures in the past before I was actually out here.
Now wander out, find a tree,
And then go to the wrench, right?
and then go to the wrench and hit collect.
All right, let's go together.
That's where we're going to put in GRCS.
Do it both ways.
For Gilman Ranch, for Charlie Fitzpatrick. Yep. And then hit your...
Right along the San Andreas Fault, we see the Pacific Plate before us, and we are on the North American Plate, looking to the Pacific Plate in the distance. There's some of our colleagues up on the ridge there. Mr. Jerry Prince, Niem Tuhun, or Barefoot and Barb from FLA. Yep. You're not barefooting today though, Barb. Oh, I fell in a hole. No worries. All is well. Yeah.
All right.
Woo!
Woo!
So you've heard about the three, and then you have the horns. So right now I'm going to go ahead and use that horn to shape the curve.
This is an image of how high the Earth is in each of those pixels, okay? It's like a picture in the sense that you've taken it, and all the value that's coming back to you is how tall that section of Earth is. 50 by 50, 100 by 100, whatever the resolution.
Attachments and things like this. This is exciting.
Can't we see the attachment?
Can't we see the attachments? I got 30 of these to go through.
All right.
So Team 1 and Team A are going to come up, they're going to hear the story, and you're going to have 60 seconds to figure out how you're going to deal with it.
To learn for a full day of training. There is no internet.
Wow! Deal with it! 1 minute! 1 minute! And Team A! Yeah.
I think that what we discussed was that if they are that hesitant, they might just not listen to you as the person that is there that day. So if that's the case, you need to bring in teachers you know that are effectively using the geospatial tools. And then you need to remind them that the geospatial tools are what allow your students to do true critical thinking and analysis about the content that is in those standards that are the checkboxes that they have to, that someone who's actually there instructing their PD.
And then we, of course, bring in an administrator that would show them how their curriculum mapping is going to be changed next year to accommodate these new geospatial tools, to convince them that it's actually worthwhile, you know, giving it a shot.
Interesting. Let's hear it for Team 1. And Team A. All right, what other ideas?
I think something important for me is I need to be able to, I need to see for myself that it's going to actually save me time in the long run. So I think it's a really good idea to model a sample lesson and say, look it, we did this in 30 minutes. It would have normally taken you 2 days, but because you use this technology and this tool, you're actually saving yourself time.
All of them to pay attention to the things that these guys can do, and we get some curriculum development happening because there's a statewide license.